Here we go again. Possum holds woman hostage in her own home after running up her leg. A woman from New Zealand was held hostage in her own home by a young possum dubbed the Black's Road Ripper by local police who had to save her from her tormentor. Okay, this looks like an interesting story. Let's see what happened to our possum here. The infamous Black's Road Ripper. The story says, a young possum held a woman from New Zealand hostage in her own home. After returning home from a trip, the woman was unpacking her car when the marsupial, dubbed the Black's Road Ripper, attacked. Police officers received a call on Sunday night from a distressed woman. The university graduate student, who declined to be named, was being held hostage inside her own home by the animal and was too scared to go outside or reach her car. She said, I had to put my stuff in the veranda, and as I was heading back to my car, I heard this rustling. I thought, that's weird, and as I was taking stuff from the back seat, something ran up my leg. I pulled it off me, thinking it was a cat. A cat! Sorry about that. And then I saw it was a possum. The woman who grew up on a farm and was familiar with possums promptly retreated inside her house, pursued by the possum. Every time the possum saw her through the glass doors, it ran at the glass, keeping her trapped there. Oh my gosh, these possums are so dangerous. Every time the possum saw her through the glass, it just kept running. It just wouldn't let her get out of the building. She tried to call animal control, but was informed staff were unwilling to come out and referred her to the police, because this is the kind of thing police deal with. Angry possums, of course, it makes sense. After the non-emergency number to her local police station did not connect, she called the police to help her. Around 20 minutes later, an officer arrived in her house and spoke to her through the window. But the possum rushed at them too and climbed up at the officer before they were able to stun the animal with the light from their torch. Their torch! They're using the torch as a weapon. What an epic battle this is. What will happen? The officer was able to safely put the possum in a box with some dried pet food. Oh, what a relief. Like all the toughest crooks, the possum was loaded into the back of the police car and carted away from its victim. The police said the furry suspect was thought to be either an escaped pet or was recently separated from its mother. The possum was safely released into the wild without harm. Okay, let's just calm down and have a little recap of this wonderful little story. By the title, I thought I was going to read an article about some war somewhere in some distant country, but no, this is just a little story in New Zealand somewhere. But let's call in the police, eh? We've got to put those possums in their place. There's a war going on, When we get down to the nitty-gritty, what we actually have here is a possum, Mike. Okay, so what is a possum? Let's just take a look at it. It's a little rat, right? Right! That's pretty much what it is. I tell you what, I've got an idea, right? The next time one possum tries to take over your house, how about this? Kicking up the backside! Yeah! That should do the trick. And don't let it chase you into your own house! Meanwhile, in other news, Bigfoot has been spotted in the UK, apparently. Great! Now we've got that to look forward to.